Triangle
I
of
have
Sadness.
a lot to say about the next one.
I don't.
I'm sure you do.
Triangle of Sadness.
Sadness.
Sadness. This was a massive one. This was the
This type of film you only get once in a while.
yeah for sure.
It's just so different.
By the way, I will say that I feel like this could have been directed by like Aster. Like I feel like this
think
is
so?
this. I think that's why I enjoyed it so much. I felt like it
Yeah.
was in the wheelhouse
Yeah.
of commentary mixed in with just good filmmaking.
This was directed by Ruben Östlund, who previously got a lot of love for
I think it was the Square.
The Square.
Yeah,
Yeah, The Square. 2017. This is a. Thank you for that. Yeah, I know it's not on here, but I think he's a Swiss director. I think the film is Swiss.
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Well, regardless, this film won the Palme d'Or at Cannes International Film Festival.
Highest achievement.
Which the highest achievement of
No,
film.
Östlund is Swedish.
So it was Swiss.
He is a Swedish.
Yeah, Swiss.
No, Swiss is Switzerland.
Switzerland. Oh, Swedish. You're right. Okay, I'm sorry. Swedish.
Come on, man.
Swedish
We
filmmaker.
just lost the
Swedish
whole
picture.
Swedish.
We lost the whole Swedish
There's a little
population.
like dip in our
Swedish. I know. Anyways, it won the Palme d'Or. It's the highest film festival award you can get.
Oh yeah, I can see
Period.
that, yeah.
8 minutes standing ovation.
8-minute standing ovation at the
Yeah.
premiere at Cannes.
I saw that.
This film stars Harris Dickinson, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Charles B. Dean, Dolly DeLeon, and Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Oh, I forgot Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson was fun, man. This was a good film. This was a great film.
Yeah.
I was convinced we weren't going to see him, by the way.
Right,
after the
just,
first couple
just
times.
heard that because of
Yeah.
the trailer. By the way, that's what I love about this film too. Is like everybody, the poster, the marketing, the trailers takes place in the yacht, and it does mostly. But the first act of the film is really great.
Yeah.
That is not seen in the trailer, is not seen anywhere. Which is like the modeling stuff, and then
Oh, yeah, okay, I was
kind of
thinking
leading
like that.
into that. The conversation at the restaurant was fucking terrific.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Super heavy dialogue.
Yeah.
I felt uncomfortable.
What conversation when they're getting drunk?
They're talking about getting who's
Yeah.
paying for the bill.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
them saying, like it's not about the money.
Every single man out there can fucking relate. It was so on point. It's 2023 for sure on point.
Dude, I watched the first part of it with Ash. I got to show her the rest of it, but she had to take off. But it's funny because both of us were sitting watching, and then we just looked at each other like, "Is that me? Is that me?" And like,
No, but I think the actress did such a great job with her subtlety, and then when she had, I need you to be honest, and you can tell like, yeah, I didn't even look at the bill.
I like this guy. By the way, if this in my head, right?
Great acting.
If Austin Butler hadn't gone on to do with the amazing stuff he's done, I would have pictured him as
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
for
this.
sure. I knew you were hitting.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that.
So just so we can continue the conversation, nominations. It's only up for 3, but it's best motion
What?
picture of the year, best original screenplay, which I wish it would get
Yeah,
that love.
I hope so too.
But I don't think it will because there's too many good
I think it's
things.
number 3 in that list.
Yeah, oh man, and then best achievement in directing. Like I mean,
Sorry,
it's 3,
pal.
but it's really good.
Best
And-
achievement in directing, it's maybe
and because it's only
5.
those 3 nominations,
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna get any of them.
I don't think it's gonna get any of
Dang
them
it.
either. Unless I don't know, man. It could be an upset and come out for best picture, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
That would be a big upset.
No. There's no way.
Yeah.
But
it was terrific, man.
fantastic
Sandra
film,
screened this too, man. We watched it together, and holy shit, man, she was really impressed. She loved it. And again, I think it's one of those things that like it's undeniable as a general audience member, which is what she considers herself to be, and a filmmaker, storyteller. This aligns well for both, man.
Yeah.
It's rare. It's rare when that happens. Okay.
the quick synopsis about it is
Yeah.
that it's,
Like let me just put it to you guys this way. And I love my wife. She's the best thing. She can't get through everything everywhere all at once. She's trying. She fell asleep at the theater, and then we tried screening it again last night. She couldn't get through
Did
it.
you say why? Too much?
It's too confusing for her. She feels like she can't follow it right away, and it, I mean, sure, right? If on the surface it's that, but I think because it turns you off in that regard in the first 10 minutes, you're like, I can't do that. It's overwhelming for her. So
I get
but
it.
something like this, she was like, this is amazing. She still loves Tar more. Oddly enough, she loves Tar more than Triangle, but she loved this
type of
movie.
vibe for sure.
So I think again, when those two overlap, like general audience member and filmmaker, or whatever.
and I wish it would get love.
pretty
but,
special.
I mean, if it's
Synopsis.
only these nominations, it's not going to get any of them.
Nah.
You're right. But so what's Triangle Sadness about? We start off with these two characters, a male model and a social media
here's
influencer.
the synopsis. We start off with these two characters.
All right, so here's the synopsis. We start off with 3 characters.
14 minutes. So
Miguel, what's the synopsis?
What was it? H&M and Balenciaga.
Balenciaga.
So give me H&M. Now give me Balenciaga. Oh, H&M.
Yeah, it's great.
It was a great opening scene. We get kicked off with these two characters who get a free vacation, free invite to a yacht.
Who are they?
I just said who they are. One's a social media influencer and one of them is a male model.
How many people?
Jeez,
We're just burning time for a good film.
So yeah, these two characters kind of go, and then we kind of open with them. We start caring for these characters, and then we're thrust into the yacht with a whole plethora of these other characters. Most of them rich. Most of them rich.
Most of them, yeah.
And the working staff, which are the lower class, right? The yacht crashes onto an island. Most people don't make it.
I love it more.
But most of the high class does, and one lower class member makes it. This lower class individual.
Well, there was 2 technically.
The guy with the fro, right?
The black guy,
yeah. You're right. You're those 2. But even he doesn't have any skills.
Yeah.
She has fishing skills and survival skills all tapped down. So now, as she says, I'm captain here, cleaning lady over there. Captain here, cleaning lady over there.
And okay, well, I gotta say something about that, but let's get into ratings real quick before we run out of time. This one's gonna be high for me. I'll say 9.7. It's up there.
Yeah.
I can't deny how much I enjoyed this. I love films that are able to intertwine commentary. Yeah, 9.7. Next.
Yeah.
Damn, it's tough for me, man.
I'm trying to think too.
I think I'm at a 9.
Just hearing that.
Maybe 9.1. I'll give it a 9.1. I'll throw it up there. I think it's great. I think Triangle of Sadness is what the menu should have been.
I haven't seen the menu yet. And my girlfriend comes out.
That's my girlfriend. You stay with Anna now.
I told you about
I
it.
got Sailor Joy has always been. My wife knows that that's my girlfriend.
You didn't even know
that's a big statement right
before
there.
split.
We don't have time. You're married. Shut up.
There's always time.
I said my wife knows
You're
about
married, you're in a
Taylor.
relationship, you're single. Continue.
But my wife knows about my girlfriend, which is Anya Taylor Joy.
Number.
I'm just pissed off. There's always time to talk about Anna Taylor.
Numbers.
I'll give it a 9.5.
She's a 10.
9.5. Damn it.
I don't know what's gonna break first, the chair or his phone.
Hey, Miguel, is this shot good?
Huh?
Is this shot good?
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna do it again. It's all good.
I'm good.
9.5.
9.5, 9.1.
What do you think?
No, his is a 9.5.
Yeah,
Oh, 9.5.
You're a big Bong Joon-ho fan, and to me,
This could have been done.
this is.
Do I not give my rating? Or?
Well, to me, this
Hold on.
was like pretty parallel with like Parasite, like especially in commentary and execution.
Oh,
commentary.
yeah. Wow. I didn't even.
Yeah. So I
Not about
Different.
execution, but,
Yeah, but-
commentary.
no, I think.
Oh, Bong Joon's more classy than this. He's more.
No, yeah.
Fine.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Although,
I'll agree with that.
the party scene at the end might align with the execution.
Yeah.
This one or Parasite?
Parasite.
Parasite. Just this one's different
Parasite's
and
gonna
funny.
win or won something.
This was different and
Parasite's
funny.
gonna win the Oscar again this year for how good it
That's how good it
was.
was.
But I think you would like it.
Yeah, you would. You would appreciate this one.
It's good.
So I was.
If
gonna
you have a
mention,
weak stomach, don't watch it.
Yeah, definitely. I was gonna mention. I think my theory.
Do I not give my rating? Or
Yeah, what
the
happened
fuck?
to
You
Lo?
said 9.5.
No, I didn't.
no,
I was
I
just repeating what
did.
his rating
Yes,
was.
you-
The low. Damn it.
What's your
Don't
rating?
slam the table.
What's your rating?
9.8.
Oh, yeah.
You guys loved
Nah,
it.
he
man.
really liked it.
Except for the
vomit.
That's the point too, right? That you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my
The
point.
fun fact is that
Yeah.
we were watching together over Discord, and I was, because of Ash and like the special effects and everything, I was like sitting there and I'm like, Austin, do you think this is practical? And he's like, I'm not listening. I can't hear you. And then later on he told me, I'm sorry. I took off my headphones. I couldn't take it.
Dude, I was
man.
watching like this is. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I can't.
no.
It wasn't
I-
the visuals, it was the sound.
Yeah.
By the way, I got one of the trailers, I think, or maybe a poster has it like them vomiting gold. which is great
Ooh,
commentary.
That's smart.
Really?
That's smart.
Yeah. It's great. It's great.
The film has a bunch of class commentary.
Absolutely.
As far as like the wealthy.
Yep.
They even have a big conversation about like Karl Marx, and I think that's why it's a nod that the main character's name.
Yeah,
Karl.
I was like Austin and the Law finished watching this film, and they're like, "Oh, isn't that Carlos and Robert just talking to each other about?"
Oh yeah, when they pull out their phone and quotes and all that. But I was gonna say, I think what's interesting is the main character's named Karl Marx, and how he has his whole ideas on like the bourgeoisie and the working class and all that, and the one that he ends up falling for and the one that he stays closest to is the working class. And
I don't know that he falls for her, but he's in her trap. Sure.
Yeah, and then I think that the whole concept of the triangle of sadness is just that pyramid of the working class at the bottom supporting this tiny little pyramid of rich people on top. So I think that's what the triangle of sadness is.
My theory of the title was that
it's just a facial expression.
It's a facial expression of like that's what we were taught in the beginning, right? Male model or models in general.
Can you
give us your triangle of sadness? Can you relax your triangle of sadness? And it's this, right? It's this area of the face. So my theory is that we're all humans at the end of it all, and this shows us through the bodily fluids that are exchanged on this yacht. Everybody poops. Everybody vomits. Everybody. It doesn't matter how rich you are. You still have to go through the inconveniences of life, and therefore you have to experience the sadness, the happiness. You have to experience it throughout life, anyways. Yep. Something that Sandra and I noted because she asked me, she's like, "What do you think this means?" The fly. Right? Why is there flies on the yacht? Like, why do we get the sound?
We picked that up. It wasn't just a fly. There were like in almost every scene there was some
minor
tiny little minor.
And it's like when you see that on social, like the picture she's taking, when you see that on social media, you don't picture a fly. It's because you picture this rich person living it up. But you can't, as rich as you can't get rid of all the fucking flies in the world. Like flies are gonna, you know what I'm saying? So like that's. I think adds to my theory of like you're human, you're gonna have to experience this shit anyway.
Yeah, there was like the phone, there was the fly, there was a couple other things, but it was all like minor inconveniences.
So those minor inconveniences exist whether you're I don't care if you're a billionaire.
You guys can't let me down. You guys gotta at least remember one of the quotes that they were saying.
The Karl Marx things? Shit,
yeah.
Man, I don't know. You remembered it.
I have one that was really good, but I can't believe you guys can't remember one of the quotes.
The JFK Ronald Reagan and then Karl Marx.
I mean, the only reason I couldn't remember is because I was getting more involved in like what was the point of that scene, and I was trying to think about like they're talking about. I mean, it's just what is it called?
It's a fun scene.
Yeah,
it's
because it's so much fun, Jan.
Because it's so much fun, Jan.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I don't remember a single quote, but I remember what that scene made me feel like. These motherfuckers, like
they're trying to act like they're all.
What was pretty funny? It says. Communism will never exist in heaven, but it already exists in hell.
Wow,
that's great.
Ronald Reagan.
No, man, but no, this picture
what was
was
the
great.
other one? Damn it, there's one.
I know you guys remember another one.
Oh no, one of you guys said it earlier today while we were here.
Oh, don't ever argue with an idiot because he'll be you with the experience.
Yeah,
Ronald Reagan.
Experience. But it is, genuinely, this film's commentary was pretty amazing. The story itself, it's like if Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, the second act that they're
was, yeah, no, but it's great. It's great, and the character I think is really well casted. Man, you really do have to fight who you're rooting for here, and if you're rooting for the rich people. You're rich. Genuinely.
So you're rooting for the lady in the boat?
No, because she became a bitch afterwards too.
What you mean?
No, she
was trying to keep everybody's food in check while everybody was eating the chips.
No, but when it comes to the sexual favors, when it comes to the sexual favors and shit, you're really gonna root for her? Jeez.
Why do you work with what you got?
No, but why do you think
she got a male model?
Why do you think the scene was so important? When that guy is like asking his girlfriend, like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, how do I do this? I haven't done this before. And she talks about all the things like trophy-wise where it's like, well, you stroke their ego, you give them compliments and all that. And it's so... It's so sad that in our society, there's people whose sole goal is basically make myself look beautiful and elegant enough so that way I can attract a rich person.
It's like I was showing Sandra this last night because we were talking about the nominees and we were watching old videos. We're waiting for like food to get delivered. So before we started the film, we watched another like Spanish film, so it was pretty good. And we're looking at YouTube videos of like the nominees and stuff, right? And I was like, have you seen the Ricky Gervais monologue for the last time he hosted the Golden Globes? She's like, I think you made him show it to me when we watched it again.
Best.
And I love it. And the big thing that he says, he's like, don't come up here, accept your little award, thank your God and your family, and fuck off. Yes. You are in no position to lecture the public about anything because you don't live in the real world. You don't live in the real world. So like that, to this commentary, it's like you're in no position to say anything about real life because you live in this bubble.
Even
you're 1%ers or whatever, you know.
The elements of the rich people always talking about how, like, you know what? After all, we are all equal, and especially when it's that fish scene where it's like, hey, but everybody should get a fair share because we're all here, and it's like,
no, I did the work.
Yeah, exactly. There's people that did the work. There's people that are like actively supporting. People above us. I mean,
by the way, the other thing to consider too about rooting for the poor chick, for the cleaning lady.
Yeah, the cleaning lady.
Again, the human condition. What she was getting ready to do, what we think she may or may not have done at the end.
Oh yeah.
She was going to keep her position.
But that would have ended, right? Because they find the resort.
Why? How would they find it?
Yeah, and then if people started doing that,
because if she comes back and says. I didn't find anything, guys, because she wants the power over getting rescued.
Ah, damn, that's pretty cool. Okay, I didn't think about it that far, but
the running, I couldn't interpret the running, and I haven't looked into why.
The running from
why is he running? Why is he's running towards it? Why?
Because he probably knows what's gonna happen.
Why would he know?
Why?
No, he's trying to save her. No.
Save who?
He's trying to
save the reason for him to sense danger. You know what? The only thing I can think of.
Oh, you're saying because you already fell in love with the other girl that there's no point.
No, the only thing I can think of is.
To be fair, you wasn't even in love with the first one. So, fuck that guy. He didn't care. He didn't care anyway. So
the only thing I can think of that can come to mind is that maybe he comes across the merchant.
No.
Here's
and then he's trying to run after him and try to go get him.
That's a stretch, but it'd be good.
What do you mean? Go find the merchant or what?
The guy that was selling to the lady who had the stroke.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's from the resort.
I love that theory, dude.
Yeah, right.
I love that theory.
Cool.
The thing I'll say as far as like what I think it could be,
that would be so cool.
Is when he's running through that area, he's running through green, and essentially like he's running.
But it's too
through
high up there.
Money.
Yeah, he's running through money, and essentially I think he's trying to like chase the wealth because either way, if he like saves his girlfriend, then he gets his.
But how did he know that they were in any sense of danger?
No, but I mean, it's the audience member. You're paralleled with those two scenes. Let's look at that as a metaphorical, right? Mm-hmm. Because he's chasing the wealth. Either one, he saves his girlfriend and he's able to see that place and re-establish his wealthy life. Or
who's the girlfriend?
Yaya.
Okay.
So either he saves Yaya and
let's call her the sugar mama because I don't think she's a girlfriend.
Let's call her the sugar mama.
Yeah.
He either saves the sugar mama and returns to that place of wealth, or he goes and gets back and I guess kind of...
because to be fair, when Abigail and the guy are having a conversation before they leave, she's kind of talking about like, don't worry, I'll talk to her.
Yeah. And either if he goes back to Abigail, then he's going back to the one person who's going to support him on that island more than anybody else. You know, so he himself is chasing it. And in that chase for rich and fame, I mean, he's cutting himself up and he's like...
It's kind of a stretch. For me, it's kind of a stretch. I don't know that I believe any of it. I think the running is more metaphorical. I just don't know what that metaphor is quite yet.
I think he kind of...
The running through the money thing? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why
chasing it.
He's chasing the money.
But in what context? I mean, just it can't be a metaphor for the sake of being a metaphor. It has to be contextual in the film.
But yeah, like, because once Abigail gives him the chance to be like the little sex object and he gets taken care of, he takes it.
Mm-hmm. I just don't know that he was sensing any real life or death danger to the fact that he had to run because he would have done it to begin with.
I think he was just based on the conversation that him and Abigail were having in the lifeboat before.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch it.
Yeah. But also, it could be one of those that, you know, he's going knowing that Abigail's going to, like, either harm this person. I don't know, like a fight and all that. Like, I don't know. I feel like more could be explored, but I'll say this real quick because we're going to end this scene. I think this film was so high up for me just because of how much you can really dive into the scenes, the dialogue, the structure.
That and by the way, that film causes this. That's amazing cinema, right? That's the bottom line. No other film in my life has ever made me crave pretzel sticks more than this film. Moving on.